Huh? Wait, this can't be. Ryusai, you really are alive. Don't you remember? It's me, Seimei. Why won't you say anything, Ryusai? Wakana? How can it be that you're here too? Of course, this is a dream. It's not possible. Ryusai is dead. Wakana is not here either. Oh, I prayed so hard that it was all a mistake. Because of Gurren, I told myself that Ryusai had to be alive. You were my friend and always trusted me, but I let you down.
It wasn't your fault.
No, I was the one who made the mistake. I should have known better. It's clear now I should have gone alone all those years ago.
Your greatest flaw was always your stubborn nature. You have to stop blaming yourself.
Wakana. Oh. Wakana! Even after all these years, her spirit still worries about me. I'm just fine, Wakana. You can rest easy.
Masahiro? Don't worry about me, I'm okay. You should check up on Shoko-sama, see how she's doing. After all, she was the one who took my place and entered the palace. The curse will probably have a much greater effect on her.
Yeah, you're right. I'll make a point of going to see her tomorrow. You just rest and don't worry.
Do you promise?
I promise.
I appreciate it.
So, did you find out how Princess Shoko's doing?
It's exactly as we suspected. She's under the curse too, and she even passed out.
Really?
Fortunately for Princess Shoko, she doesn't have second sight abilities, so she's not feeling the effects as much as Akiko is.
That would explain why Akiko seems to be experiencing the brunt of the curse's effects.
I was really surprised when I saw the princess.
Why's that?
I've never seen two people who look so alike before.
Huh?
Princess Shoko and Akiko. Even I had problems telling them apart.
Wow. I didn't know they looked that much alike.
Man, I want you to search every nook and cranny from the first main road to the night. Leave no stone unturned. Something strange is going on in the Ukiyo area. Be on the alert. I'm counting on you.
Sir!
Yukinari-sama!
Oh, Masahiro Dono.
Yukinari-sama, what's going on? Why are you out here dressed like a soldier?
There's been a sudden increase in the crime rate in the capital. Oh yes, there are reports of holdups and armed robberies. I've got the top officers patrolling the capital.
That really sounds serious.
I'm not going to let the capital descend into chaos. Not while the Emperor's sick in bed. It's looking pretty bad.
So tell me, how is the Emperor doing lately?
The last I was told, Seimei Dono had just received an order from Michinaga Dono, telling him to check on the Emperor immediately.
So my grandfather is going to see the Emperor.
Pardon me, milady.
What is your wish?
Before I meet the Emperor, it's important that I spend some time investigating the flow of energy in the palace. Would you be so kind as to inform His Majesty I'll be with him the moment I'm finished?
Yes, of course. I'll let him know.
I can sense someone here is spying on me.
Someone is hiding behind that screen.
That must be Princess Nagako.
Seimei.
Huh? What?
Huh?
I know her.
What the? Let's go.
Who is he? That man?
A guest of the Emperor, and on Myoji. My, if it isn't Seimei Dono. I hope you've been well. Or whatever the popular greeting is.
Hello, Kazane.
Listen, you're gonna have to go through me if you want to get to the princess.
And what will you do, little girl? Shikigami aren't allowed to hurt humans. Did you forget?
Tell me, Kazane, who's really behind the things you're doing? Rikugo told me that he heard a voice the other night. A voice that has no place in this world. The voice of my dearest friend, Enoki Ryusai.
Your friend? You liar. How dare you presume to call him your friend, you lying old man! You call yourself his friend when you were the one who destroyed him!
Destroyed?
Rikugo, stay where you are!
Put her down!
And you too, little girl. Don't make me kill her.
Listen, Kazane. What do you hope to gain, and who do you think will benefit from all this?
What will I gain? You and your accursed Shikigami will die in the chasms of the underworld!
Oh no, the miasma. From the underworld.
Did I forget to tell you? There is more than just the one doorway leading from the capital to the underworld. And I can open them whenever I please. If you ever want to see the princess alive, you'll have to join us in the underworld and see if you can discover where she's hidden.
Kazane!
What a horrible woman!
Huh? Oh no! Genbu, seal off the first palace against the miasma.
Okay.
I think they're planning to use the miasma to envelop the capital and kill the Emperor. This is what happened 50 years ago. And there's only one person I know who's powerful enough to do this. But then, how can it be possible?
Kazane has kidnapped Princess Nagako? But why? Why would she want to kidnap the princess?
Kazane needs the princess to open the door to the underworld. I fear the darkness within Princess Nagako's heart is what originally opened the portal. Kazane used her power to channel that darkness.
The darkness in Princess Nagako's heart?
So you're saying if we can dispel the darkness in her heart, we should be able to close the door to the underworld.
Well, let's do it.
Huh? Where are you going?
What do you mean? Shouldn't we start looking for Princess Nagako and try to get her back safely?
First, let me tell you a little story. Have a seat.
But...
Something that happened long ago relates to this situation. 50 years ago marked a similar chain of events. It started with the shadowing of the North Star when the portal to the underworld was torn open. My divinations told me someone in the West caused this while attempting to place a curse. I decided to travel to the country of Izumo, where the breath of the god was said to reside.
Are you ready to go?
Huh? What is this? What's with all the gear?
I'm gonna be joining you. I can't let you take all the risk alone now, can I?
Now hold on. I don't know what's going to happen to me or where this journey will take me. There's no way I'm going to let you come along, Ryusai. In fact, I've had a premonition that something bad might happen if you do come.
And that's exactly why I should go. We can watch each other's backs.
I don't know.
I may not be as powerful as you are, but I know I can be of some help to you. And come on. There's at least one spell that I know I can cast better than you, my old friend.
You mean the soul binding spell?
I know you don't approve of me using that spell on people. But it does give me the power to control the thoughts of an enemy and make them do my bidding. In reality, that can be helpful in avoiding fights and could potentially save a life.
I don't think that anyone has the right to control another person's thoughts.
Look, I'm offering to help you. Can't you just accept it?
That man's name was Ryusai. He was the only real friend I'd ever had. We had trained in the Onmyo arts together.
And so, Ryusai and I set off on our journey. We spent days climbing the mountains of Izumo. And finally, at the end of our trek...
There is no need to be afraid. We are the familiars of the Miko of the Return Path. We have been ordered to lead you to your journey's end.
Led by the spirit protectors of the Seal of the Underworld, we headed towards the sacred land where the breath of the god resided. There, we met the Miko, the one who guards the Seal of the Underworld.
I am the Miko of the Returning Path, wife of the god of the Returning Path, who rules the passageway between this world and the next. The Seal of the Underworld has been weakened by spells that have been cast in the west. You must help us find the source of these spells and stop them.
I never would have imagined it, but Ryusai became obsessed with the Miko. After that, Ryusai abducted her and hid himself away from the world.
And then what happened? Was the seal broken?
Because the Miko had disappeared, the seal on the underworld continued to weaken, and the miasma started to escape through the cracks. I searched desperately for any sign of Ryusai or the Miko. And then...
Ryusai! Where is the Miko? What have you done with her? Ryusai! Answer me, where is she?
She returned to the Seal of the Underworld. She's gone to a place that is completely beyond my reach. And because of that, the seal is now protected. Aren't you happy, Seimei?
What are you saying?
She was mine! All mine! All I have to do is become the ruler of the heavens. Once I become a god, I know my Miko will be with me forever! Isn't that what you want, my love?
Ryusai! This isn't going to solve anything!
Miko! I beg you to return to me!
Ryusai, you've got to stop this!
Miko, come back to me now!
Ryusai! This isn't the answer! Please stop!
Leave me!
Seimei! Seimei, you gotta get out of here!
Out of my way, Phantasm!
Don't do this, Ryusai!
Soul binding!
Good! This can't be... What has he done?
I never expected Ryusai to use that spell. Not on Gurren.
The soul-binding spell. So that was the reason why Gurren...
Ryusai escaped that day, leaving me with Gurren, who was still under his soul-binding spell. Seryu and the other Shikigami tried to stop him, of course, but they just didn't get there in time.
What is...
It was my fault. I shouldn't have allowed him to come along. Ryusai should never have come with me to Izumo.
It wasn't him. Mokun, it's all in the past. Just let it go. You're an idiot, you know that?
I'm a what?
I've told you before. Grandfather's still alive. You didn't kill him. So stop feeling guilty about it. So what happened to Ryusai? Are you trying to tell me that he's still alive and that he's the one who's been trying to destroy the seal on the underworld?
But Ryusai is dead. There's no way he could be responsible.
So, who's doing this?
Only Chishiki no Guji could be the one behind this. He's controlling Kazane.
Chishiki no Guji.
In order to capture the Miko, he managed to lure Ryusai out of hiding. He wanted to use her to destroy the seal.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna see if I can hear Princess Nagako's voice from the underworld.
Has he really gotten that good?
Well, he managed to hear that guardsman's voice. He should be able to hear the princess.
Now Makusoro Bayada, Tagya Taya Tanyeta, Anbiraji Biraji Makasha Kiara, Bajiri Sata Sata Sarate Sarate, Tarai Tarai Bidamani Sambajiani Tarama.
Mother! Mother! Where's my mother?
I found her!
He really is good. Okay, let's go!
I think somebody needs flying lessons.
Where are we? It's the inner palace, in front of the serial quarters.
Are you sure there's a doorway to the underworld here?
Masahiro said this is where he heard the voice, so this is where I brought us.
The portal is located where the breath of God is strongest. This is where the protective barriers have been erected. Furthermore, this would be the last place anyone would ever expect to find the doorway.
Yeah, you're right.
That means the doorway must be around here somewhere.
Kazani would look for just such a place.
Masahiro!
What the?
Oh no, Goran!
Masahiro!
Huh? I can't seem to sense Dain and the others. Can it be? They're in the underworld.
What is this? Wait, Masahiro!
Soul binding.
Kazane.
The murdering Shikigami Toda, defenseless and alone. I finally have you right where I want you. I've waited a long time for this day to come. You'll become a tool of my revenge.
What are you talking about?
Do you know who I am? I am the child of the man you killed. I'm Inoki Ryusai's daughter.
What the? Inoki Ryusai's daughter?
Does this look familiar to you? This was once my father's. It's the heart that used to beat in his chest. Until you killed him. You ripped my father apart with your bare hands and tore out his heart. You killed him in the most brutal way you could. And now, you must pay for his death. This is retribution for an unforgivable crime.